feel the need for speed.
We're gonna have a good time.
Day, dude, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Just having those dreams again. You know how it's just me in a castle. I got to fight like 1,000 wizards. The only way to beat them is to punch them as hard as I can in their faces. And then when I'm done, all their little wizard wives came out, wanted me just to have sex with them, which is kind of weird. Hey, look at this, huh?
Hey everybody, got some awesome news. We have a new crew member today, Denise.
Hi, everyone.
So I thought it'd be fun if we all went around and said our name and a little something about ourselves. I'll start. My name is Rod, and I like to party. All right, Dave, you're up.
Hi, my name is Dave, and I like to party.
No, Dave, I just said that I party, so maybe do something different for me.
My name is Dave, and I am the stuntman.
You know what? Let's move on. Rico, you're up.
Hello, I'm Rico, and I like to party.
Yeah, Rico, what did I just say to Dave?
Who?
Dave.
I like to party. I'm Rod.
No, you're Kevin.
Right. Kevin. I party.
No, you don't. Okay, nobody parties but me.
Yes, and we party.
No.
Yeah, just Rod.
Yes.
And me.
No, I'm the only one who parties.
I'm pretty sure I've partied before.
No, Kevin, I know for a fact you don't party, okay? You do not party.
You're right. Dave's the party guy.
Sweet.
Oh my God, shut up, okay? I'm just gonna do it for you. Denise, this is the crew. Dave's the mechanic, Rico makes the ramps, and Kevin is team manager / videographer. None of them party, right? Got it? Okay. Let's party.
Let's party.
Let's party.
We're going to do that for the next 2 hours.
Yeah, sick way to kick off the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was Hot Rod, in case you didn't recognize it. One of my funnier movies I like to watch.
Absolutely, Hot Rod's a
Andy
phenomenal
Samberg's the man. Fuck yeah. It's
Welcome, yeah.
November 2nd.
Welcome to the Jam with Goose and Maverick. Goose here.
Hello, signing in as well is I.
All right, so we got a nice show tonight. We got a lot of things to talk about. Unfortunately,
Yeah,
last week we
we
didn't.
yeah.
But this week we're pretty stacked.
Because I was at a party actually, and someone said, "Hey, I tuned into the show finally for the first time," and it was last week's show when we didn't really bring the heat too much. We'll be the first to admit that. But yeah, the kid was like, "Yeah, there was too many." Moments, you know. Thinking of joke, trying to elaborate, extend. Do we go to a song?
Exactly.
I guess there was too many of that. But hey, we're back, and
haters gonna hate. We're coming up with a big show tonight. Let's start off with the weekend. Should we? Yeah, let's talk about Halloween.
Yeah,
Halloween was this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about
this Friday, which was pretty sweet.
This Friday, yeah.
So it's always fun when a holiday lands on a good day.
Absolutely.
You know, especially when you were in high school, when it's like, oh, Halloween's on a Tuesday. Irrelevant now. You know, pretty
exactly.
much.
Exactly. But like Friday night Halloween, like, so you can party the
Anything
weekend before. Yeah, you can party the weekend before, the weekend of, and then the weekend after. For those costume advocates who love to dress up in Halloween costumes.
Yeah, people love to dress up.
Yeah.
It's not my thing too much, but you know,
it's all right. I dressed up. I had a pretty good homemade costume on Halloween.
Yeah, you did. What were you?
Yeah, let's go over Halloween costumes. So, I got an idea from my buddy Eric Mattia in the past. I mean, I was blanking on what I wanted to be for Halloween. I was like, hey, man, any ideas? And he's like, a good one that me and my buddies in the past were beer superheroes. And I was like, really? So over time, I drink a lot of Molson here at college. So I came up with the idea of Captain Molson. And Captain,
Go on.
yeah, Captain Molson is I have it. Captain Molson, Defender of Toronto.
Yeah.
Captain Molson takes direct orders.
Canada's only
Yeah.
military.
I take direct orders from Toronto Mayor, ex-mayor Rob Ford. Back in the day, when he was mayor, you know, I'd help him out. We were boys.
Before
You know,
crack got the best of
Yeah,
him.
exactly. You know, we were still dealing with that ordeal, but that's another intervention. But now he's since he's not mayor anymore, he's become my full-time mentor, and he's helping me protect the city of Toronto.
From very polite citizens.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's great. Yeah, so, I mean, I was in that as well, but my costume was a little more complex, so it wasn't complex at all. It kind of just sucked. I had a handlebar mustache. That's a handlebar when it goes, it's the goatee minus the middle on the chin. Is that handlebar?
What's that?
Is that a handlebar mustache? What did I just describe?
It should be a mustache and then goes down to the chin, but no stub.
Okay, that's what I had. Because I thought handlebar could also be the one that kind of curls out that looks like a handlebar if you grab it.
That's possible.
All right, anyway.
It could be both ways, yeah.
You say mustache, I say moustache. Yeah, funny. But anyway, yeah, so I was going to dress up as Miller High Life man, who was a stay-at-home dad by day, and then when he had one too many Miller High Lifes, he turned into a crime fighter, so he kicked his serious ass. But part of my costume involved having a t-shirt from Butler, and Butler was doing the door for his house, and he was like, here, I'll give you the key, and I was like, I don't want any responsibility like that, because God forbid I opened the door.
Night started a little late,
yeah. Like, didn't need it. So I was like, you know what? Forget it. I won't have it. So I kind of just walking around as like a huge creep with a bandana and a handlebar mustache and like a retired man shirt from Florida. One of those open ones.
Hawaiian shirt.
It was great.
Yeah, the whole idea we had, we were going to do, we had a bunch of beer superheroes, and was it Miller High Life Man or was it Lieutenant High Life?
Well, it could have been both because I was an ex-Marine.
Right.
It goes deep into the story.
Of course. There's always a deep backstory in our stories, but maybe we can get into that. But talk about the whole beer universe.
Yeah.
You know, as of Marvel has their own universe, and DC has their own
quick.
universe.
Sorry.
Go.
I wound up getting a shirt from our friend Big Mike. That was a Molson shirt.
Yes.
So I came out and I changed my alias to Kid Canada, and I was Captain Molson's sidekick.
Yeah. All right, so we go back to the beer universe in like comparison to Marvel universe and DC universe.
Yeah, it's on the same level.
Totally on the same level. Like we kick ass. The Justice League and Avengers, that comparison to the beer universe is called Anheuser-Busch.
Yeah.
Where Miller High Life Man, was supposed to be like the Superman or like the Iron Man of that, or Captain America.
I'm the leader.
Yeah, he was the leader of that, and he had some people with him. Our friend Mike was a Budweiser, so we called him
Bud Heavy.
He was like Juggernaut style, like big boy, super strength and all that.
Yeah,
we had the Keystone Crusader, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. Labatt Blue Boy.
Yeah. Well, no. What happens is I get recruited into Anheuser-Busch. I'm like a Spider-Man type in the Marvel universe. And then my arch nemesis was Labatt Blue, which is pretty cool.
And Butler had this strip cut out with his eyes. It's like a legitimate superhero.
Oh yeah, I went all out.
Amazing.
I just went. I'm basically just like acting like a recent college grad who had drank too many Molsons during high school and drank a radioactive Molson on accident. It was still delicious, or Captain Molson could have been too blackout because he didn't even realize it was radioactive. Regardless,
crack should have came into your story since Rob Ford.
Oh yeah,
when you smoke crack, you turned into Captain Molson.
Yeah, probably. That's totally viable. Who knows what happened that night?
And just enthusiastically fight crime and steal TVs.
But yeah, and then I get recruited into Anheuser-Busch. Labatt Blue is my enemy, and we went from there.
Labatt Blue was Tuck, our Middle Eastern correspondent for this program.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's my roommate as well, so he was dressed in jorts that were short enough to where if you weren't wearing underwear, something might be poking out. And then he had a hockey stick, and then a Heath Ledger Brokeback Mountain jacket, and then a winter cap.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then my other roommate was General Guinness.
Yes, I was about to say, don't forget about General Guinness.
Yeah, General
He pulled it off real good. He had the army shorts and...
Army jacket.
Yeah, army jacket.
He bought an army
everything,
jacket from Salvo, which is it clearly was like a legitimate United States military jacket.
Really? That's it. Probably
from some very desperate veteran who was down on his luck. He was like, here, take my last remaining memory of the war.
I guess that's true. You just
Yeah.
needed a meal. Yeah, I just So again, like I had like just jeans and sneakers, and then up top I had
Two bee stings.
I had like kind of like a polo with a collar, and then I wore my Molson T-shirt over that, and then I made myself a cape that said Captain Molson on the back, and I did my best to draw the leaf that's on the can of Molson. I think I did a pretty good job. And then I had my my mask
to protect his identity.
Yeah, to protect my identity. You know, I can't.
Because there was actually some brouhaha. There was a fight.
Oh, yeah. There were some quarries at this fight at this house as well, and then I had the Molson hat, and that's how I went with.
Yeah,
Most
it was
people,
good.
Most people digged it. Yeah.
Everyone was just kind of like, to me, what are you? Because I was just not. I didn't have any shirt affiliation with anyone, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I looked like it was an Easy Rider with fucking.
Yeah, we had a late night because we had our UB Rugby's last game was Friday, and like right after that, we just yeah.
Memories.
Hell yeah, 4 years, baby, and so
Tear
we played
just
that
ran
game.
down Butler's face.
Gotta take a break. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, and then we'll go to a song.
But so we had a late night. Like the party didn't start till like 11. And then so we just went from there. Party went to like 2 a.m.
It was bumping.
It was bumping, and it was bumping like when it came to fist to faces too.
Someone was bumping fists off someone's face every 2 seconds.
Dude, it was insane.
Holy shit! Yeah, it was wild. So pretty much, the situation was you come down the driveway of Butler's residence, and then you would enter. And, you pay a fee to get in if you don't really know anyone. Because you're a dude, and no one likes dudes, That's just the way it is. And if you're a chick, come on in. But anyway, so people were doing that all night. And when it starts getting crowded, people start pulling hey, I'm with that guy who just let in. Or, I paid you 15 seconds ago. Don't you remember me? And everyone's trying to, pull a fast one over on you. So Butler was holding down the door pretty well.
Yeah, he's going to be a dick.
Yeah.
He's just going to be an asshole.
Listen, everyone needs that asshole in their life, assholes, people need them to shit out of and to get things done, So, especially when it comes to anything with money, too, where people are trying to fuck you over,
Oh, absolutely.
It's like, no one wants to pay $5, but you gotta pay $5.
Like, everyone asks us, like, oh, dude, can I give you, $2? I just be immediately, no, I'm trying to run a business here.
Get the fuck out of my house.
Either pay me $5 or leave. Like, that's basically how I went. Yeah. And then it got to the point, where there's a group of chicks coming in, so I was like, yeah, that's fine. And at the tail end was this chick, holding hands with her boyfriend, and I just stop him and say, hey man, it's $5 a head. And the girlfriend was trying to pull him in, past me. I was like, no.
I saw this dude. He immediately gave the the eye roll, dude, $5? Come on.
It's he's never paid $5 at a house party before.
He was insulted by your
and the chick's trying to pull him in, so I had to push them apart because I was not having that. I need to stay in control. And I was like, hey man, it's $5. He's like, I'm not paying $5. He's like, all right, so see you later. And he's like, just let me in. He tries to get past me. I push him. I'm like, no way. Are you kidding me right now? He's like, I'm not paying $5. I was like, then leave. And then he gets in my face, so I push him even harder. And then he just winds up, punches me in the face.
Yeah.
I'm unfazed. The kid was a little Asian kid. He hit like a girl.
It was like the hit in the movie where the bad guy goes down for a second, looks back, he has that one thing of blood out of the corner of his mouth, wipes it, looks at it, and then he's just like, oh shit.
Yeah. Literally, this kid punches me in the face. I'm more shocked than I am hurt. I was like, I can't believe this kid just punched me in the face. And this kid.
He sounded like every parent ever when they catch the kid doing it. I'm more shocked than hurt.
Exactly. But yeah, this kid hits me, and then I'm unfazed. I'm just like, is this kid serious right now? And then I think he tried to hit me as hard as he could, and then when he realized I wasn't phased, the fear in his eyes, the fear in his eyes as I grab him by the neck and throw him against my house, and I'm grabbing his trachea, where he breathes, and I'm squeezing that thing as hard as I can, while 6 other rugby guys come and just smother him with fists and knees.
It was like an assassination attempt on the president, where the Secret Service just swarms on the one guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then so the rest of the rugby guys had my back because I have to still go wash the door. But yeah, that was pretty violent. I didn't expect to get punched in the face on Halloween. I was just, trying to make the night fun for everyone. But, there's always that guy.
And then there was another fight inside at the pong table because there was this hipster kid. I guess he missed a shot, and he like purposely broke the table. So it was like, get the fuck out of the house. And he's like, I'm not leaving. I didn't even do anything, I guess trying to pull that. And then he was severely removed, pushed down.
Yeah, but
everything.
Timmy, my roommate.
Taken... Yeah, they throw down.
Tim is a front end of the pros, so like
the pros fight people.
Yeah, like we're not the rugby house, we're the pros house. Like we're the band house, and Tim.
See what they do to
Tim. Yeah, Tim was not having it. Like we're bodyguards, man. Like this kid, he had him he had him by the throat too, which is pretty sick. And he just throws him outside the house. Like everyone's going nuts. I was like, was this before or after that kid?
I don't even know.
I want to say it was after, and I was like, let's go. Like we're holding the sport down really good because like I didn't know what was going on inside. I had been by the door the whole time, and then Tim comes out with this guy. So it's cool to know that like everyone's watching the house, and then like that happens. Then another kid, it got to the point where there's so many people in the house that we've been pushing them in. This is what's happening. I was like, and then
Japanese train station.
Yeah, and then the amount of people, the conductor pushing these Asians inside of a crowded subway.
Not far off from what was happening.
No, it really was. And people were like. I was like, hey, can you get in the house? They're like, we can't move. There's no room. And literally. And I was like, then there's like another like 50 people in my driveway. I was like, oh my God. So I just, I had everyone leave. Yeah. And there was like a couple kids left. And I went up to this kid who was talking to two girls. I was like, hey man, like, come back later. Like, I don't want the cops to come. And he's like, I'm not leaving. I'm talking to these two girls right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
And I was like, dude and ladies, like, you have to leave. Like, I need you to leave because I don't want any trouble.
The funny thing is, college is different, I guess, to a degree, but you wouldn't go to another person's house that you don't know and are on their property, and when they come over, they're like, hey, you mind leaving this private property? I'm talking to some bitches. Like, hold on a second.
Wait, I'm laying on the grass, like, talking to chicks, like, on your property? Like, come on. Well, I mean, he was saying in the driveway, but... Yeah, that's, like, so disrespectful. Like, and he was like, I'm not leaving right now. I'm talking to these two girls right now. I was like, excuse me, ladies. And I was like, dude, if you don't leave right now, there's going to be a problem. He's like, what are you going to do? I pushed him as hard as I could against this other house. And, like, the house has, like, a little, it's like where the house connects to the basement. So there's, like...
a gap?
Yeah, there's like bricks, like think of the foundation of the house, and it goes up like 3 feet, then comes out a little bit towards you, and then goes back up.
Sure.
I pushed him into that, and he like crumbles into that little hole, and he like, gets back up. He's like, "You want to fight?" I was like, "Nah, just leave." And like I'm walking towards him to push him again, basically, and he's backing up. He's like, "I'll fight you right now." I was like, "No, you're not. Like, you don't want to do that." And then he finally left. So like that's another violent confrontation I had to get into.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the final one really wasn't too bad. Just a kid like just blatantly like pushed me into the house like to get in, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like the most like the utter disrespect. I grabbed him. He was a little kid. I didn't even know how I got moved, but who knows? I grabbed the kid, just launched him like into all these other people that are waiting to get inside. But like. It's like there's no respect anymore. There's no respect.
The funniest thing about that whole thing was after there were major problem. I guess a rookie or someone was by the door and they were guarding it real quick, and I was there too. And Sam Kim tried to walk in the house real quick, and then he goes, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like, and goes to grab him. I'm like, "No." Was
that Tom Gary?
I don't know.
Big fella.
He was in a diaper. The kid.
But I
was like, "He's good. He's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry."
Okay.
Like, I'm a rookie.
Maybe Chris Madash.
He was apologizing profusely. I was like, "That's hilarious." How Sam Kim of all people got grabbed.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Yeah. It was funny though. Halloween was nuts.
Halloween was nuts.
It was a good night.
Talking about Halloween, we could talk about Halloween in Kentucky.
Okay.
There was this article that happened.
Segway.
This was like maybe a week ago. I gotta give props to Eric Madia for telling me about this. Here we go. Here's a headline: Halloween lynching display at soldier's home removed after complaints.
Oh my God.
And I'll post it. No, we don't have Facebook anymore because the SBI told us to take it down again, which sucks. But basically, there's a picture of a tree, and there's black mannequins being hung nooses by on this tree, and like I can't see the sign what it says. Yeah, it's crazy. It's absolutely insane how someone can blatantly display this on their front yard.
Yeah.
Like, that's super racist.
And the most fucked up part about it, though, it's not even the black. It's just there's little kids also.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like a dad and his 2 children.
It looks like a family, yeah.
And then it looks like a 4th member of even younger is looking upon the 3 dead people.
Here's how the article explains it. Here's how the article explains it. There were 2 larger adult-sized figures hanging from a branch and a smaller one tied to the trunk. A second child-sized figure was placed on the ground holding one of the
it's like it's trying to push it up so it can't choke.
Yeah,
oh my
so
god!
insane.
This person who did this has a lot of thought into it.
Some claim the scene depicted an African-American family. Obviously it did. And, like, he put a lot of time into this, like, seeing this, like, setting it up so, like, the little kid's, like, trying to, like, help his dad not choke to death. Like, that's, like, really sick in the head.
Yeah, I mean, to just add, that's what I'm saying, the little, fucking detail. Yeah, that's sorry. The English language is second to me. The little detail of adding the little kid holding up the dad's ankles.
Yeah.
And that's like, Dad, please don't die.
Yeah, like that's so crazy. That's so
Heavy
insane.
PTSD. What soldier is this?
They don't say name, but they say
Like, what-
some
I mean, what soldiers-
some
what
people
is
in his
it?
defense say it was he's reflecting a scene from Sinister, a 2012 horror film.
Wow, yeah, that movie's fucking scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Was
that's
there
legitimate-
black people getting lynched?
I don't know if they were black. To be honest, I think
How can you even
a
say
family
this?
was getting lynched, but I think they were white. Not that, I mean, a family. It shouldn't come down to was the family black or white. You shouldn't really be displaying a fictitious family being lynched in your front
Okay.
yard. That's my racial.
So we got the guy's
stance
name.
for
We got
today.
the guy's name. The homeowner Tao Vu. I'm gonna Google his name real quick. Let's see who's been to jail. Apologize.
Tao Vu.
Yeah, he might be Asian. I don't know. We're about to find out. He apologized and denied any claims of a connection to lynching, saying it was the furthest thing from my mind. You're a fucking liar. Are you kidding me? Let's Google this guy right now. Let's see,
Dr.
let's see
True
images. Oh, I don't know. There's a bunch of Asians, but it's an Asian name.
Yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, that's pretty crazy. Like, you can't do that. Like, that's offensive. Like, even if it were white mannequins, like having white mannequins hang from a tree, like that's just called lynching in general. Like, we're trying to teach the youth not to do that anymore. We just keep reminding them.
We're trying to.
In
that's the
Kentucky,
new
no
movement
less.
in school. Hey,
Yeah.
lynching's bad.
Listen, kids, lynching is not good. Like, don't do that.
This is 1931.
Yeah, right. So insane.
Oh, shit. All right, but let's go to our first song break.
First song break. Okay, I have the doors pulled up.
All right, nice.
Let's do. Oh, I know what we're starting to do. People are strange. Yeah, that's a good one.
Nice.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Alright, yeah. When you're strange, faces come
All right.
Back.
We're back. Back in black!
That wasn't the song.
That wasn't. But,
In other news, before we came over here, we were actually watching the Knicks, of course, because they're the shit, and they beat LeBron. What's good?
What up?
We gotta talk about the Knicks in a little bit, in a couple minutes. But anyway, we were also flipping in between a possible death on national television.
Oh, yeah, easily.
And that was this dad tightroping across Chicago skyline, I guess. Just in the middle, no wire, nothing. I mean, of course there's a wire, no harness, anything like that. He also did the, I think the Grand Canyon and possibly Niagara Falls. I don't know. But he's a tightroper.
He did the Canadian USA Canada border.
Okay.
I guess he went over Niagara Falls or some shit like that.
And he did
Would
the
make
Grand
sense.
Canyon.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we're watching that, and I'm not saying I'm not rooting for a death, tuning in, but it wouldn't be the worst thing if it did happen while watching. This
listen, if you're gonna go tightrope across the windiest city in the world, supposedly, and you're how many feet? Maybe 10,000 feet up.
10,000.
I don't know how far. It was a tall. It doesn't want the biggest skyscraper.
Whatever. It's a skyscraper.
Whatever.
Death is
Let's
imminent.
go
if
with
you fall.
150 stories.
If
is
you
that
fall,
good?
you're dead.
Yes, absolutely. You're falling for a solid 30 seconds and then you're dead.
Yeah.
And this guy is on a tightrope. He's got the big balancing bar, and then that's it. No harness, just in case.
Some sissy shoes, and that's all.
Definitely
he was
sissy
given.
shoes. Definitely.
But yeah, his whole family's watching too. It's kind of like the You ever watch Robbie Knievel, Evel Knievel's son, do the crazy motorcycle jumps? I think he did a Grand Canyon thing too, but his family would just watch. It's my dad might die at any second. I have to stand front row to this, which is pretty nuts. But anyway, yeah, this guy is so douchey, it's ridiculous. He walked. Granted, his thing's very hard, but the way he just talks to the people on the mic is just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? What we were hearing back and forth.
If there's one thing I can get out of that, of him, performing this act and then talking during it and afterwards, is that the guy's a douche. The guy's just straight up a douche.
That's what I'm saying too. Also, dying after his last words would have been so shitty. It was hey, you went there pretty quick. Yeah, I know. I did it pretty quick because he did do it. It was in under 6 minutes, I think, which is fast to just walk in general. I guess from one block to another block, but he did it on a rope. But whatever, it was still insane. And seeing him die would have been pretty nuts. And after hearing him talk, it wouldn't have been as bad as previously seeing him die. But that's just a side note.
If you didn't have a family, then you fell.
Yeah.
We lost a good one. Yeah, right. But yeah, he was while he's on, he has a wife and kids, and he's has a mic on.
Just being schmarmy.
Just being a douche, flirting with the freaking reporter who's talking to him. She's like, oh, you look good up there. And he's like, oh, I see you. You look great too. It's you're flirting, when you're walking to your wife and kids that's on the other skyscraper, and you're just flirting. Come on, man. And then she goes, oh, you did that really fast. I know. I was feeling pretty good. It's come on, dude.
We're not doing it justice of his douche chillingness, but it was pretty bad. But speaking of non-douchey,
yes,
we had a pretty sick weekend, minus Halloween, because Keanu Reeves was involved in it, and he's my dude.
Yeah,
no homo. But yeah, it was sick. John Wick,
phenomenal movie. So we saw the trailer for John Wick. We went to go see
Fury,
and
I just yelled that for no reason
because you knew.
Yeah.
And then we saw the trailer, and then I was questioning. You said immediately that it was going to be good.
Immediately, as soon as I saw it. Because, all right, here's my thing. I saw a quick scene in the coming attraction where it was a quick gunfight where it's bang, 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 and I was like, I like how that was choreographed. That looks like it's just a good action movie, Mm-hmm. And it was a fucking sick action movie.
Yeah.
But anyway,
after I saw the trailer, I was kind of laughing, and he was surprised. I was like, listen, this movie is either going to be really good or really bad. There's gonna be no in between. It's gonna this is the test for Keanu Reeves because he hasn't put out a good movie in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in a little. He even said it himself because after he did 47 Ronin, which is the second biggest flop of all time, I read on Wikipedia because I was pumped for John Wick, so I was reading about Keanu Reeves. So that came out 47 Ronin, and he recently came out with an article saying how it sucks not getting the big studio movie roles, these days because of his past I guess, shittiness
Yeah.
that he's been in a little bit as of late. But John Wick went in with no expectations too much, and now it's exploding because it is actually a very good movie.
Yeah, what did it get on Rotten Tomatoes?
Like an 86,
Like
which is very good.
Very good,
Yeah.
definitely.
So it was a surprise hit right now, and it was great. We saw it today. But anyway.
Going back to the story of the effort, we put a lot of effort in seeing John Wick this weekend.
Yes.
So we originally wanted to go see it.
Granted,
yesterday.
we didn't pay for it. We
Yeah,
got
no,
a free
no.
ticket.
UB gives out free movie tickets, like they're like gold passes for AMC, and they give them out for free. So thanks UB for the free movies. So we have these tickets, and we went Saturday at what movie we want to see? The 7:15. Yeah, 7:15 movie. And we're just like, all right, it's John Wick. It's like a Saturday night, like
Yeah,
we'll get
it's
there.
Saturday
We'll get
and
there.
it's snowing.
Yeah, it was pretty shitty. Like, who's gonna go outside? And we're just like, okay, we'll go. We'll get there 20 minutes early, and then go from there.
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan. Yeah, we get there 20
underrated
minutes early.
movie, not opening weekend.
Yeah, Like it's been in theaters for like a week and a half. We're like,
the plan should work.
yeah. So we go there. Hey, 7:15 for John Wick. They're like, oh, you guys got 2 seats left. We're like, what?
Yeah.
And we're right in the front, like front row.
And when you go to this movie theater, you have to sit in these designated seats because they're like the recliner seats that we were talking about last week.
Yeah, they're like it's like very very luxurious, which is very relaxing as I'm seeing my movie. But yeah, so like there's limited space, and you buy tickets online, so they just do reservations. That's basically what they're starting to do now, which is respectable. And there's two left in the front row. Like, you know what? Let's do it. Like, let's grab them. Screw it. We're already here. Let's just deal with front row. It's gonna be a sick movie.
Yep.
And I give him my gold pass, and like this guy like has no idea what to do when he gets it.
Yeah.
He's like, "What is this?" He starts scanning it. Doesn't work. He's putting the numbers in. Has no idea what to do. I see him in his face. He's frantic. Like he needed to get the manager. And then all of a sudden, it finally went through, and then we lost the seats.
What happened was he's trying to punch in these numbers, so we're gonna sit in the front row. So as he's punching he calls someone over. He's punching in the numbers, and it's gone. Literally, that's what he said. He goes, "The tickets is gone." And I look at Butler, and I look back at him, and I go, "And it's gone," quoting South Park. And the guy doesn't know how to respond back to me. He goes, "Yeah, but seriously."
Do you have to do this, Dad?
Stan, now more than ever, you need to put things into foreign currency accounts with compounding interest, and it's gone.
Exactly.
That's literally what happened to us.
Great clip right there. That's exactly what happened to us in real life, where I was speechless because I thought he was kidding. But someone, I guess, was
online.
They punched in the keys fast.
Yeah.
They were sitting. Someone was sitting in their house.
We put up the whole scenario.
Yeah.
We're just like, okay, so there's 2 kids about maybe our age, a little bit younger. They're in their house. They're seeing the weather. It's like, you know what? We can't go out tonight. Let's go see a movie. And like, they're just like John Wick. So they're looking at John Wick. There's like, there's 2 seats left. Like, they're just mashing on the keyboard trying to get into time, thinking that like, oh, there's probably people at the theater right now about to buy these, and like we're thinking we're not even, we'll go here.
Yo, dude, you want to see a movie? All right, John Wick. That sounds good. Keyboard. There's only 2 left. Front row. Fucking do it, front row. Enter, and it's gone back to us, and we're out of
And then
seats.
he's like, okay, your ticket went through, and the seats are gone. I'm like, what? Come on, man.
So, okay, John Wick's out. Yo, you want to see Nightcrawler? All right, let's see Nightcrawler. Is there any for Nightcrawler? And it's gone.
Yeah, granted, that movie was at 7:30. See, we were there 45 minutes before the movie, and it was sold out.
Yeah.
And then Joe goes, so is there any movies that aren't sold out? And he's looking through all of them. Yeah, all the movie centers are sold out. Like, what? Like, are you kidding me?
And there's people unknowing behind us standing in line.
Yeah, like there's a pretty big line behind us.
We didn't do them a favor of breaking the news to them, really.
I'm pretty sure they heard because I was kind of making the scene. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, there's not 1 ticket left? Like, I don't know. I was pretty dumbfounded.
It out, yeah.
I was pretty dumbfounded.
All right, so we got denied from the movies. It seemed like trying to sneak into a rated R movie back in the day where it's like, oh, we legitimately can't get in. But we were allowed, and we still couldn't get in. So we came back, chilled, and we watched Point Break, which is one of the best movies ever made.
Yeah, I have never seen this movie before.
I've seen it multiple times, but not from beginning to end. And I just needed to because it's so Keanu Reevesy. It's 91.
Like,
yeah, it's 1991.
When he told me he was 91, I was like, we need to watch this.
Yeah.
I love 90s movies.
It's just like, I'm going to say Bill and Ted came out, and then this is one of his first serious movies, Keanu Reeves. So I compare it to more of the Rocky Sylvester Stallone, with that cliche, like that, and then the Keanu Reeves, there's a bomb on the bus, that's the Keanu Reeves. So I've got, there's a clip says, the very best, in parentheses, worst of Point Break. So let's play some. The video.
Turn on the computer.
Good job! We don't drink and we sure as hell don't smoke.
Sir, I take the skin off chicken.
Good man. Special Agent Utah, are you receiving my signal?
Zero distortion, sir. I love these things.
Hey, you're a real blue flame special.
It's just like, that's the acting you're going to get right there. And the dialogue is kind of shitty at points because Keanu Reeves says like 4 different times, definitely. And he like looks at the camera and it's a bunch of famous people.
Yeah, like Dr. Cox is the sergeant.
Yeah, the sergeant who's always angry, yelling at the people, cliche.
Gary Busey is in this movie, and like I haven't seen Gary Busey in a movie in like a long time. I just got like a nice taste of what Gary Busey's like.
Yeah, exactly. And this was the point 91, I guess. I guess this was where Gary Busey was seen as, he's just kind of eccentric to now he's fucking completely crazy and you can't really work with him. But, 91 he's hanging on to his last bit of Hollywood hope. Yeah. So anyway, and then you got Patrick Swayze, who's the bank robber.
Patrick Swayze's sick.
They're all surfers and shit. Talking about a fucking Point Break like it came out yesterday. But yeah, it's just, you gotta check it out if you haven't seen it, because it's very funny.
Yeah.
And the action's pretty sick. It's directed by James Cameron's ex-wife, who did Hurt Locker, I'm pretty sure, and Zero Dark 30. So check it out. Yeah, that's what we did. And then, we did that, and then we went back today to watch John Wick. We came at an appropriate hour, and then...
We figured, let's say it's Sunday, we were seeing the 1:15 showing. We still got there early, just in case. Granted, that theater was still pretty full. There's all the people from last night.
The whole theater was sold out again, but we got our tickets, which was true.
Exactly.
And we were in the middle, not too fucking
totally
close.
The people that were there last night to go see John Wick are like, wait, it's sold out? So those I'm pretty sure it was those same people. That would have been hilarious if it was.
Yeah, that would have been fucking
But yeah,
hilarious.
so we got to see John Wick, and it was awesome.
Yeah,
it was really good. We got prime time seats right in the middle of the theater.
Worth the wait to a degree. I mean, getting denied at the movie that happened. I think once or twice where a movie's been sold out where it was just the last option. We had to go, but still. That sucks. It was like getting dumped in a public place.
Exactly.
You kind of wanted to make a scene, but you didn't know how, I guess. So you're just like, I'll just back away slowly, and hopefully no one saw that.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Excuse me. But yeah, that's how I was feeling after getting denied from John Wick.
Exactly. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're trying to see a sick action movie. I go see John Wick. This is intense, very violent. I loved it. Strictly violence.
I'll compare it a little bit to Taken-ish, of that level of no, we're not taking any shit.
Yeah, the intensity of killing,
no shit's being there's only 1 or 2 scenes where you're kind of like, fucking whatever. But other than that, it's bang, bang,
it's just
bang.
You're seeing people die. You're seeing how their lives are being taken. It's
so
insane.
Either see John Wick or just go to that guy's house with the lynching in front of it.
Yeah,
you can see some nice.
You can see some nice violence.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that was insane.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so let's talk about Keanu Reeves in general.
Okay.
So, where do you think his career goes now?
See, he just signed on to another movie that seems more not B-list. So I think it's going to go in the right way. This movie did wonders for his career in the fact that he needed this, because Keanu Reeves is an action star, kind of, to a degree. Matrix, Speed.
Oh no, he's absolutely action. Yeah.
His agent deserves a fucking gold star because I am an FBI agent. The fucking
I'm Johnny Utah.
Exactly.
Oh god.
Johnny Utah. All those fucking classic Keanu Reeves characters. He's not the greatest of actors. I'm a huge fan, but his agent, whoever gets him in these great movies, deserves a nice pat on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Saying that, John Wick has extended... He's 50 years old. John Wick has extended his career. Because if John Wick was a flop, he'd be going kind of like the Nicolas Cage route, I feel. Where it's, I'll make 3 movies in a year, and 2 of them will go straight to DVD, and maybe one will go in theaters for 2 weekends.
As long as he doesn't screw up a Marvel franchise, like I think he'll be all right. Like Nicolas Cage did that, and everyone hated him after that. Like,
yeah, Ghost
Rider was
Holy
terrible.
Shit, that was a fucking
so
train
bad,
wreck.
so bad.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. How do you feel? How do you feel about the Keanu Reeves situation?
I mean, he's 50. Like he's already hit the peak of his career.
Yeah.
So like, I think he's gonna do it like Liam Neeson. Like maybe could there be a John Wick 2? Like, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't know. Not to give too much away. But, I don't know. Also, like we said, to compare him to Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson, compared to Keanu Reeves, looks like he's 70 years old. You know?
That's true.
Keanu Reeves is 50, but he kind of... Oh, he's 35, you know? You could give him the 35 look.
Exactly.
I saw it on... I was 50. What the... Holy shit, you know?
Yeah, I didn't believe that at first either.
But yeah, Johnny Utah, I'm 25 years old, 1991.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
what
That
the
is
timeline-
very true.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he definitely pulled off his age well. But yeah, Liam Neeson is literally a grandpa.
Yeah, just kicking ass in Europe.
But yeah, but that's the best part. Like, he's this old man, but he's still got it. Like, it is awesome.
Yeah. Fuck yeah. That's great.
I can't believe they're making a Taken 3. That pisses me off.
Is that for real?
So yeah, the first one they take his daughter. The next one they take his wife, and now this time they're just taking him. That's like supposedly the plot plan.
Who takes him? ISIS?
That would be sick. Taken. Liam Neeson fights ISIS.
Yeah, that would be...
But, dude, like, why are you not doing a prequel? Like, are you guys
Yeah,
stupid?
yes,
Like, why are
great
you not
point,
doing a
great
prequel to Taken? Like, he has all these skills, and, like, he's a badass motherfucker, and because he had this job before Taken happened. How about you do like a nice, like, solid 2-hour movie like what he did before that? Like,
yeah, instead of all this implied heroism of how sick he was and all his cool CIA buddies yucking up the past. Let's play cards and talk about Noriega in the 80s or whatever the fuck they did.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
But dictatorship they toppled.
Mm-hmm.
That is a great point, though. Why not make a prequel? Because there is so much possibility to go with. He's a CIA agent. You can attach it to the Taken franchise, which will make money, and then you can actually just make actually to make a good movie.
Definitely.
But yeah,
John Wick. What's the guy's name even from Taken? What's his character's name?
Oh, I don't.
It's just Liam
care.
Neeson.
Yeah. Liam Neeson's going down the Steven Seagal path, where it's kind of. I'm a huge Steven Seagal fan as well because they're very terrible movie. We gotta watch some Steven Seagal movies because Steven Seagal. It's not like John Wick. It's shitty, but it's also good. But it's so shitty. It's Point Break-ish, but way shittier than Point Break.
Yeah.
You know. But it's still amazing because it's kind of martial arty, so it gets you're like, all right, suspension of disbelief.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Ready?
Liam Neeson's going down that path of there's no plot. I'm just gonna fuck people up as best I can, and that's the movie. You know?
Yeah.
John Wick was sick. I like.
It was
John
awesome.
Wick.
Ready?
Yeah.
I put you ready. Liam Neeson versus Keanu Reeves. Fist fight. Who wins?
Keanu Reeves is the one. He's fucking Neo.
Yeah, he
no
is
one
Neo.
can stop bullets.
Yeah, that's true, right?
He's the number one. Keanu
Yeah.
Reeves. The Matrix is sick. What a great fucking trilogy right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fucking yeah, that's great.
Dude, Keanu Reeves is back. He's gonna be making some good movies. I have his back.
Hopefully. I wonder how he's gonna go down the path when he like ages, his face ages, you know? 'Cause
Yeah.
What roles does that hold for him? You know, I want to see the future stars like Mark. I want to see Mark Wahlberg in 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I want to see those future guys in the next generation, like Robert De Niro is doing now.
Yeah.
You know? Someone who saw Raging Bull wouldn't be like, oh,
Yeah, like
he's gonna be
Morgan Freeman's a
fucking-
perfect example.
I mean, that guy's been old since fucking
Yeah, that's true.
the beginning of time.
Yeah, you're right.
What other role do you know him other than being the old guy, where it's like I got some wisdom and experience to tell?
You're right.
The
Here's a better example.
character
Samuel
as I
Jackson.
narrate.
Samuel Jackson.
He's the same shit too. Samuel L. Jackson. He's been doing the same thing for.
No, dude.
What is he different in?
I don't know, in like, you know, the Avengers and stuff, he's Nick Fury. He's not old.
He's just screaming. I never said he was old. That's
Oh!
yeah.
No, they said, like, a guy that has, like, an old face and just portrays himself as the old guy.
No.
the whole
I'm
time.
saying, like, when these guys get to that old phase, are they going to keep... Like, Liam Neeson plays as if he's 25 years old.
Oh, yeah,
Action
yeah.
stars
Okay.
go. Is a Mark Wahlberg going to turn to, the, like, you know, Robert De Niro did of, okay, I clearly can't be an action star anymore.
Yeah,
I'm going
I
to do
hear you.
this, or I'm going to...
Yeah, I see what you mean.
I don't know. I always find that weird.
Mm-hmm. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I guess you could put kind of Adam Sandler in the same boat. Like
No, Adam Sandler.
No, but like, dude, all he does is freaking romantic comedies now. He doesn't do anything else. It's annoying.
Yeah.
Like he's way funnier.
He's always done romantic comedies, except he's just been mailing it in for like a while now.
Yeah.
You know.
Because rom-coms sell, like, they're...
Oh, yeah, I mean, financially, he's doing sick.
Yeah.
My respect-wise, he's not doing too
Yeah,
sick.
like, he's putting out,
Adam Sandler.
like, just romantic comedies. Like, yeah, okay, touches the heart, but, like...
Drew Barrymore is still relevant? No, she's not. No, she's not.
Yeah.
Fucking boo.
It's over.
Yeah, E.T.
It's over,
was
Drew.
30 years ago. Go get murdered and scream again, you fuck.
Yeah. So insane,
Yeah, that is insane. You know what else is insane?
What?
Apple CO is gay!
Oh, no.
See how I segued that?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Why is that even news?
That shouldn't be news.
Like, hey, he wants to put the iPhone charger where he wants to put it. Like, who gives a shit? Oh,
who
phone
cares?
call. We have a guest coming in.
All right, let's bring him in.
All right. Here we go. Hello?
Hello?
What's up? You're on the Jam.
With Goose and Maverick.
How's it going, guys?
What's up? How's everything? Who's calling?
This is Mike.
Mike who? From where?
Mike Cohen from Uniondale, New York.
Uniondale?
Nice. What? Why are you calling this fine program, sir?
Oh, it's a station that like your style.
You like our style? Thanks.
Yeah, I like your style.
What are you doing tonight?
I'm just watching some football, kicking back.
Nice. Who's playing football right now?
Hello? Oh, the phone call fucking gave out. Because we got a double phone call at the same time. It's funny because Mike Cohen said he wanted to call into the show, and I was like, dude, can you just call in later so we won't intersect the phone calls? Crank was having some trouble. He was delayed too, so now Crank's calling, and I guess we have this phone call.
Now,
Hello?
and he
Now
doesn't
we
have call
hung up
ended.
too.
Right. Yeah, so we're working off a cell phone because that's how our studio is now, unfortunately. But,
Tell him why. Why are we working off a cell phone?
well, because we got moved to the student union here at UB rather than into the original Ellicott studio.
Okay.
And basically they're just they're like, no, you can't make phone calls. Like that's basically what it was. You can't have phone calls in the show. So we're being we're just doing the best we can with the auxiliary cord and plugging it into our iPhones.
And our IM thing that we...
Yeah, we did have an IM chat, which was cool, and we used it for one show, which was badass, and we had a lot of input on that.
All right, we got
Take
the
it
call
away.
again. Hold
Take it
on.
away.
Here we go. Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Michael, are you with us?
Yes.
Did we get disconnected again?
Yeah, we got disconnected. What's going on, sir?
Nothing. So, what have you guys been, what's the big story lately on the radio
Well,
station?
we just brought up that Apple's CEO is openly gay.
Is that progress?
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yeah, that's the title of the article we have opened up. What is your thoughts?
Yeah, I saw that. What are my thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Do you still buy
Whatever.
an iPhone knowing that the Apple CEO is gay?
Honestly, I think I'm switching to the Droid.
Wow.
The Droid, he'll downgrade it.
Well, you're going to downgrade it because he's gay?
Honestly, you guys are going to think I'm crazy, but I just saw a commercial for a new Droid phone called the Droid Turbo.
Yeah.
It's supposed to charge your phone fully 8-hour charge for in like 15 minutes. Whoa, Troy Polamalu's broke his ankle, by the way.
Oh, God, really?
Anyway, but... yeah, so, I mean, I think I might switch over to the Droid. I don't know. I've had the 6 for a month now.
Well, I heard the iPhone 6 was terrible, which I'm glad I'm not going to get.
Yeah.
I'm going to get the 5S instead.
Exactly. I'm telling you, man, it's not what everything it's talked up to be.
Do you think it'd be kind of funny if the iPhone 6 was actually just genuinely a terrible program, but they would only attribute it because the CEO's gay? Like, it's all Apple's scheme. It's like, hey, if you diss Apple now, you hate gays, so you better stick with this program.
Oh, my God.
They knowingly put out a
like,
shitty
community
program,
to
and they're
come
like,
after
oh,
me.
no, we got to cover our ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't want the whole community after me. It's not about that. Like, I don't, like, he's cool guy. Do it up.
What's his name, sir?
Steve?
He's dead! Steve Jobs is dead, you idiot. Oh, my God.
I thought his name was Steve Bollinger. You're just calling
His name's
an
Tim
idiot.
Cook, like the tight end for the Patriots.
Yes.
Oh, okay, Tim Wright. Got you.
Tim
Yeah.
Cook.
Tim Cook.
Oh wait, Tim Wright is. Never mind. I'm totally off. Same
Yeah,
first name.
Jared Cook.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know
Anyway.
about this Droid Turbo, man. Like which Motorola put out a phone that says, "Oh, it has charge." With the what's the Edward Norton commercial? It was like, "Oh, this phone has charge for 24 hours," and like that was supposedly like a bust. Like it never happened.
I don't know. They're saying you
I mean-
shouldn't put your iPhone in the microwave because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
Oh, have you done that?
No, but Apple gave out a warning because apparently, I guess a lot of people did it with their 6 and fucked it up bad. So they're like, "Hey, that urban myth you shouldn't do, but you can still have Mentos and diet soda."
Yeah, definitely. Like you throw a Mento in your Coca-Cola, you have like a nice minty taste.
Yeah, there you go.
What does that do? What is
It
the
just
deal
explodes
with
with
It explodes in your face. Dude, there's a hilarious prank that I saw online. How to like trick people into doing that.
Yeah.
And but like what they do is you take like a string, you tie it to like the soda, and you put it in the cap.
Yeah.
And you tie it with the string connected, and you tie it on, and it'll stay.
Yeah, and when
And
you-
you cut the string, and you like tuck it in so it doesn't look like it's showing.
Yeah.
And you do it real tight so it doesn't look like it was opened. And then that person will open it. Like, you know, you have like a big 2-liter thing, and this person opens it, the Mento drops in, and it just explodes in their face. And there's like 7 different situations where I saw this happen, and I was like, I
They
need
were
to
all
do
on
this.
Pornhub too.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah. So you got
Listen,
any
so-
a story for us, Mike?
yeah,
you got
I need to know where you were
news
for
story?
Halloween.
Yeah.
I
What
wanted
do
to
you got for
talk
us?
to you guys about a couple of things, sports related.
Okay, hit us.
Is that okay? Are we talking about
Fuck
sports
it. Go
right
ahead,
now,
man. We
or-
talk about anything,
Yeah,
man.
it's the Jam with
Anything.
Bruce
Yeah,
Maverick.
so I mean, I'm a big Arizona State Sun Devil fan.
Oh my
and,
god. Okay, they had a big win.
Yeah, big win last night, and today I actually went to Buffalo Wild Wings.
That's
Weird.
funny because I'm in Buffalo right now.
Yeah, and I went there
Yeah,
yesterday.
Buffalo. Yeah, Wings, Beer, Sports. Yeah, and I walk in, and the guy sees me, I have my hat on, and he goes, "Yo, dude, Notre Dame's gonna win next weekend."
Wait, Notre Dame's
And
playing Arizona State?
Yeah, big
Oh.
game.
It's like
3:30 college game day is gonna be there.
Wow.
Yeah, big stuff, man.
It's kind of
Playoff
like who's the
implications.
faker team? Like who's the best of the not legitimate
Exactly.
teams?
So the guy starts talking down to me, and I look at him and I said, "If you say that again, I'm gonna punch you in the face."
In Buffalo Wild Wings?
And he turns around and he goes, "Your mouth."
Shut your mouth.
And
Were you prepared to
I
fight
mean-
this guy?
Hold on. Your phone
What I'm
crapped
getting
out.
at-
Hold on. Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, so a guy was talking down to you because you were wearing a hat. You said, "I'll punch you in the face." What happened after that? We lost you.
Watch your mouth.
Okay.
Then I said, "I'm a customer here."
Wait,
No.
this is the waiter that said this to you?
No way.
No, he was like the guy with the headset who runs the show.
Runs what show?
Running what show?
Like the waiters, like.
Oh, he's like the host.
Oh,
You
okay.
said this to the host?
No, yeah.
You told the host you're gonna punch him in the face over football?
And he said, "Watch your mouth. This can't be true." Go ahead.
So, I mean, I just wanted to talk to you guys about when do you think it's appropriate to say that in sports talk?
Shit talk?
Yeah.
Well,
This
losing it, man.
phone's really dying out. Shit talk? I don't know. Talk as much shit as you want. Who gives a fuck? I was talking
Talk shit. That's a famous quote from the Nard Dog. Talk shit, spit blood. Like, you say something I don't like, I'm gonna punch you in the face, and you'll be spitting blood afterwards.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Just
pretty
like that?
deep.
Yeah, I get it. It's pretty deep. Yeah, it's poetry over here.
Hold on, guys. Yeah, it's got some nice fantasy. Sorry. My kicker.
Oh, for fantasy?
You guys,
All right,
Hey,
listen.
Mike, we're losing
yeah,
you.
we're losing your call. I can't hear you. I'm sorry. We got to go, but thanks for calling in. All right.
Alright, see you
Goodbye.
later, man.
Good talk.
So talking about technology CEOs, let me get this for a second, and we'll have Crank come in.
Yeah.
I don't believe the article's true, but I'm just scrolling through Facebook today, and I see an article that says Bill Gates offers Young Thug, and this is an underground rapper from Atlanta. Bill Gates offers Young Thug $9 million cash to stop making music. And then like they falsely quote Bill Gates and stuff like. And then the article posts this Vine that was like an example of his music. And that's just a dub over Courage the Cowardly Dog over one of his beats. Oh my god, like, and then, I don't know, I kind of believed it at first, so I was like, you know what, nah, like, it's gotta be a fake article, and it's fake. Yeah. But I think that's just hilarious. Like, if for those of you who've actually heard Young Thug, he's like one of the worst rappers I've ever heard in my life. He kind of like, how would you say it? Like, I'll put up a song from him right now. He's just like kind of like
Rich Homie Quan and Rich Gang.
Yeah,
but
like when he raps, he's like he whines like he's a whiner. I don't know what it is.
Getting the Lion King.
Let's see. Okay, let's pull out his first song, Rich Gang. Let's see, Young Thug. Let's see what we can get. I'll just throw it in the middle of the song. So yeah, that's Young Thug, and I have no respect for him, and he should have took the money. But so
he should have took
the money. He said he refused to. According to the article, he declined the money and said he'd rather make music because that was his passion.
Yeah. So, listen, let's go to a song real quick so we can get Crank on the phone and we can come back strong.
Sure thing. This song is Breakout by Foo Fighters from the album There's Nothing Left to Lose. Well, check that. We unfortunately we got to get Crank on the line, but I need the auxiliary cable for my computer. Let's try that again.
Running circles in my head. One of these days I'll chase you down. Well, look who's going crazy now. We're face to face, my friend. Better get out. Better get out. You know you make me break out. Make me break out.
Again, that was Breakout by the Foo Fighters.
We got Crank on the line. Also, what's going on right now? We have the Knick game on, and there's 11 seconds left, and they're up by 2 points. So we're gonna.
We got to stream it live for you folks,
Yeah.
so we'll keep you updated. Crankio, what's Gucci?
Hey, what's up, boys?
What's up, dude? How you been? Missed you last week. Our performance suffered,
Yeah, dude.
and now you're back.
Yeah, good
I
to
know.
have you.
The show was a fucking disaster without the glue that bolts it together, and that glue is Matt Crankio.
Fuck
No,
yeah,
I'm playing. The show was good last week, guys.
All right.
Fucking good stuff.
Thanks.
Nothing
appreciate
nothing
that.
terrible about it.
Okay. Well, the Knicks just
Yeah.
won. Nice.
Knicks have a
hold
rebound.
on.
Game over.
Guy missed a floater, and the Knicks win. Cool. All right.
So that just made my night just better.
Yeah. Infinitely better.
So, how was your Halloween, man? What were you for Halloween?
I was fucking Hugh Hefner. I go with that every year because 4 years ago I bought the costume, and now I just wear the same one every year because I don't give a shit.
That's economical, right
Fair
there.
enough. Yeah, definitely saving money in the long run. You're an accountant, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, technically I'm an accountant. I'm more of just like...
That's good, man.
a guy that does
What did you
bullshit.
do?
What up?
What did you do for Halloween? Go to a party? Go to a bar?
I was up in Boston visiting my buddies from school, dude.
Sick.
And fucking selfless Instagram plug. Look up Rose Life on Instagram.
Yeah,
dude,
it's a good
I
follow.
met 2 chicks, so fucking hot. Just got a picture of them hooking up, like chatting them up all night, and then in typical Crankio fashion, blow it. They go and leave without me. I'm stuck stranded. And then I end up with this fucking, like, Asian chick.
Nice.
She was no fucking 2 hot chicks hooking up, let's put it that way.
Okay.
I had my own Asian problems this weekend.
Yeah, it was
What happened
nuts.
with you?
So basically,
Well, he had this cat, and now he doesn't.
It was delicious. No, but look, I told the story at the beginning of the show, but long story short, I was in a party.
Long story what?
Long story short, I'm having a party.
fucking with you.
I don't know, I might screw that up.
I fuck up all the
Yeah,
time.
I just talk too fast. But I was having a party at my place here in Buffalo, and this Asian kid basically didn't want to give me money to get my house, which everyone else paid money, and he was being... he just wasn't listening to me, and I pushed him real hard because I was sick of it, and he punched me in the face. I was unfazed. I choke him out. The rest of the team, basically sheep shot him until he's away from my property. But yeah, I had a very violent Halloween.
Yeah, I did.
Damn. You're lucky he didn't fucking know Kung Fu and just fucking put you in, like, the grip of death and rip your heart out of your chest.
That would be insane. Can you imagine?
Like Temple of Doom?
Yeah. Yeah, Temple of... Oh, no, top.
Yes, yeah, that's exactly it. I was going to try and do a chant, but I had no idea what it sounded like. Yeah. Wow, that's awesome. But yeah, okay. So since we got Crank in the line, and since the previous phone call did not want to talk about Apple CEO being gay, let's talk about Apple CEO being gay. What do you think?
So, I mean, I tweeted about this when I saw the fucking headline, and basically what I said is, Apple CEO is gay? Who gives a shit? Fix my fucking phone. Like, this is, no one should care about this. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They should just make it so that when I go to the stupid fucking Genius bar, which should be probably called the Retard Bar, fucking, that when I bring my computer there, that they should actually fix it and not be like, oh, well, this is actually unfixable, uncovered by warranty, this is going to be $7,000. I'm like, what? I could buy a fucking new computer plus 7,000 pounds of coke for that much money. Why can't you fix it?
It's Craig.
So,
Craig brought the energy. He took the week off. He healed up his ankle, and now he's dunking on people.
Exactly.
Which is sick. But yeah, I don't even know. What exactly is this story? Is it just, hey, this guy came out and he's gay, and it's kind of controversial? I don't even know.
He's the face of the company.
Okay.
He does the presentations for like Apple's new technology, and like he's just coming out. He's gay. He's like, I guess if so many people asked him about it, like, and it became like a kind of a big ordeal. He's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gay. What are you gonna do about it? He basically did this. I picture it like this. He's like, yeah, I'm gay. You're still gonna buy my stuff.
How great would it be if you like wanted to just do a bunch of gay stuff, like change the company to Banana, and like just he just fills in a bunch of stereotypical gay stuff.
Everyone gets a free scarf.
Yeah.
With a purchase
I heard
of
an
Apple.
interview. I heard an interview with him probably a few months ago, and he was on.
Who was
and they were
interviewing him?
talking
Perez
about-
Hilton? Gay joke.
No, not that. That was weak. But he was on like some business television shit, and he was talking about like gay CEOs, and he was like, none of them want to be disclosed in this report, but I know there's a bunch of gay CEOs, blah blah blah. And the guy who was interviewing him said, "Oh well, it's well known that whatever his name is, Cook, is a gay CEO." And he was like, I don't want to comment on that. So he got pretty much outed on live TV before and just didn't say anything. And, like, now he's coming out as gay, but it was pretty funny to hear that, you know, a few months ago saying that. He basically, a dude just called him a fag to his face, and he was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, that is fucking hilarious. Yeah, I wonder how long he had to wait. I mean, obviously he had to wait this long. Do you think he had to wait to become CEO to say he was gay? Or if he said he was gay, he wouldn't have became CEO?
Well, I mean, he's been CEO for how long?
I don't know. Since Steve Jobs has been dead?
Probably 2 years.
Yeah.
About.
And now he's just coming out?
Yeah, I mean, I want to say that, like, it just gotten to the point where, like, mad people were asking about it, and he was just like, does that really matter, guys? And it got to the point to prove to other people, like, it doesn't matter that if he's gay or not. So he's like, yeah, he just told me that he's gay, and I can guarantee you it won't affect their sales. I mean, maybe a little bit at first.
It's kind of
but
like
when they come out with iPhone 7, people are going to buy it. People are still going to buy it. The same people who are loyal to Apple are still going to buy it because Samsung and Droid can't put out a good product that can compete with it. Samsung Galaxy, you know, was able to compete for a little bit, but Apple still won when it came to cell phones.
Yeah. It's kind of like the reverse Michael Sam. Like, all this negative publicity is... all this negative publicity is coming around Apple, but it's promotion for them, you know?
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
it's kind of good.
So, yeah, it's like, the gay community is like, you know what? Fuck yeah, like, I'm getting Apple. Like, I'm never going to stop using Apple.
Yeah. Craig, comment?
I don't actually. I think that they're not getting really any negative publicity right now. They're like pretty much. I feel like the news hasn't really reported on it.
Not negative publicity, because no one can say, "Hey, gay is wrong," except if you're Rick Perry. But you know what I'm saying? The attention that it drew would never hurt them like it would have of a Michael Sam, because you know the NFL hates controversy or any type of, you know, not to the game attention, but to a company that's good. It's like, hey, people are talking about Apple. This is good no matter what. You know, bad press is good press.
But what I'm saying is that they're not even really reporting it, which is good. Because it really, in the scheme of things, it has no impact on Apple being a company that their CEO is gay. Like, there's
except everything's a lot neater in the office.
Yeah. But, dude, Butler, to what you said about Samsung Galaxy being a shit phone, ignorant statement right there, dude.
No, I never said it was. I never said it was a shit phone. Listen, I never said it was a shit phone. I said it can't compete with what Apple has to put out. Like I said, it competed with it for a while, but Apple still took most sales after that.
What phone do you use?
I have the iPhone 4S.
Pussy.
I got the S5, dude, and like fucking a lot of shit on the S5 on the new iPhone 6 was on the Galaxy S4.
Yeah.
I know that they've had, like, you know, Apple sued Samsung for stealing technology, which I bet you they did, like, you know, because they're always like taking ideas from each other.
Absolutely.
But
And
Apple just has.
Yeah, granted, Apple did the same thing with Samsung. I have your back on that.
Yeah. Apple literally just has the greatest marketing team in the history of the world. Like, they could probably, at this point, put a fucking flip phone in dog shit and call it the Apple iChat and sell it to everyone on Earth, and people would buy it because, like, their campaigning is so good. They'll just make it with cool colors and have, like, a U2 song on in the background. And people like, wow, this looks really good.
Yeah, man.
Well, I mean, they also have that they're the American company, which is a factor of, hey, you should buy our product, because, you know, everyone...
Samsung's American, too.
Samsung is American?
Yeah.
No, Samsung, I think, is Japanese.
Yeah, I don't think Samsung is...
I thought
it sounds like a samurai. Like that.
Yeah, I guess that's true. South Korean, my fault. Actually, yeah, my fault.
But yeah, having the factor say, "Hey, we're an American company, buy us," is a big thing. Even though all their product is made by very young Chinese people in sweatshops. So I don't know, but yeah.
The only thing American about Apple is that they're fucking over everyone in the world while they make the product. Like, that's the most American thing.
Fuck yeah, they exploit the third world countries and establish a first world democracy. Nice.
Exactly.
What do you think about Russell Wilson being called not black enough? Take it away, but what do you think? Lead off hitter.
Well, yeah, I know. I heard about this a couple, when you told me a couple days ago that, and I actually heard this on a Sports Center that Russell Wilson doesn't talk like a black person's in quotes supposed to talk. I think it's pretty crazy. I can't believe his own teammate, not someone from another team, but his own teammate said Russell Wilson's not black enough, and he's I guess downing the black society. I don't know.
I guess he's being kind of compared to a Uncle Tomish type. Not putting words in people's mouths, but that the not black enough stance is you're kind of an Uncle Tom, right? Would that be fair to say?
Sure.
Crank?
I think it's, first off, it's fucking hilarious that people black people don't like other black people because they act white. I think that's absurd because, in the past, black people, no matter how white they act, they would be enslaved. So they should probably fucking stick together and be a better cohesive unit if they ever want to rise above the white power that I am actively trying to put down on them. And it's, they're getting fucking hung up on stupid ass shit, but I think it's fucking amazing that they said Percy Harvin had to be traded because he was polarizing the locker room against Russell Wilson. He was leading KKK marches essentially
That's
against
insane.
his teammates.
Are these two things?
Dude, he's not black. We need more black. It's anti-black from a black person, like Clayton Bigsby, black white supremacist. But he's the black supremacist. It's fucking insane. I don't understand it, to be honest.
But my thing is, if they want to say Russell Wilson isn't quote black enough, Barack Obama is not quote black enough to be considered the black president. You know, he lives a political life. He's very rich. He does does all these things that wouldn't quote make him black. You know.
Yeah, he has a job and he works. Actually, he doesn't work too much. He's always golfing. But I mean, Tiger Woods is black in golf, so that's pretty black now. So he's just a black guy. I don't understand this. He's not black enough. He's black. It's just because he talks a certain way. That's like saying someone from the South who doesn't have a Southern accent isn't Southern enough, even though they've lived there their whole life. It literally doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Any point I'm making doesn't make sense in my head because it's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, saying someone's not black enough right there is just a racial statement.
That's super racist.
It's whoever said it, Percy Harvin, I don't know, but them just saying that in general makes them a racist because they're saying that if you're black, you now have to follow this set rules of how to conduct yourself and how to speak, and if you don't, you're no longer black. Where it's, I don't know. What is black a mindset?
Is there a training manual? It's how to be black in the NFL. And he was expected to read that. I think it's funny that they say this because Russell Wilson is the definition of a black Republican. You ever seen that skit on Key and Peele? The black Republicans.
The black Republican.
And they just all act the same. They all dress the same, and they all have white wives.
They all talk exactly.
Yeah. Too funny.
Yeah, I don't know. I just. It's just a shitty.
I just can't believe
it's just a shitty story.
They just won a Super Bowl, and now they have to deal with this crap. Come on. Where's Pete Carroll? And where's his sense? He's the whitest guy ever.
Yeah, and this article that I'm reading says the tension is the drive of a new primetime comedy called Blackish. That's it.
Oh my god, yeah.
I haven't seen any episodes.
I saw the trailer for that on television, and I was mortified. Why? I was how dare you call a show Blackish? America as a society is trying to fight racism, and there's shows like this that just like really just like make racism acceptable. Like, you don't call a show Blackish. Can you pull up a trailer for the show or something? Like,
all right, let's do it. Blackish trailer. Oh, well, hold on before we play it.
Real quick.
Would you let me allow Crankio to retort?
No, just real quick. Like, imagine if it comes out that Pete Carroll is the guy who's saying Russell Wilson is He's like, yo, man, Russell Wilson ain't black enough, dog. I'm trying to run this shit. I'm running this fucking shit. And we got Russell Wilson in here with his white-ass fucking wife, his white-ass fucking talk. Nigga, this ain't how it is.
Pete Carroll's a wigger.
Pete Carroll wants Mark Sanchez back immediately to get some Latino feeling in the Northwest.
You know what I'm feeling, Holmes?
Yeah, right. He comes out in like a fitted cap, like baggy ass jeans, like, this is my fucking team, bitch. I ain't having no white ass Uncle Tom on that. Just he's the reason behind it.
Yeah, it's totally unprovoked.
All right, we're about to watch this trailer. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, we'll comment on the trailer of Black. Have you heard of the show Blackish, Crank?
Yeah.
Do you know anything about it? I really don't know anything about it.
Me neither. I just saw the trailer and I was heavily offended.
You were offended?
I know that. I'd rather fucking shit in my pants and sell it on eBay every single day for the rest of my life than even watch the show. So go ahead with the preview.
All right, here we go.
Roll tape.
Tryouts are today. I want to be ready.
Lock down that point guard spot.
There's no point guards in field hockey, Dad.
Field hockey? My name is Andre Johnson. I have a great career.
I'm a wide receiver for the Houston Texans.
Exactly.
Career, a spectacular house, and a loving family.
And the spectacular house where it was all his flat-brimmed hats with his nice shoes
Sneakers,
in like a closet lit up with white light.
Surrounded by every day.
Hey, Pops. Son, can I just please get a little coffee in me before you start this morning?
But as a black man with all this success, sometimes I feel like an oddity.
If you look to your left, you'll see the mythical and majestic Black family.
Lately, I feel in order to
What?
make it, we've all
Wait,
dropped
what?
a little.
I think the show probably has like not real aspects of it. Like that couldn't have been an actual tour bus going through the neighborhood saying there's a mythical
Like,
black
look,
family.
a rich black family. Who sees that? Like that's like. Come on.
Here's something that doesn't exist: a black father.
Of our culture.
Alright, stop, Andy. Sup?
Andy? That's not even close to Andre.
I think it says I'm edgy but approachable.
I think it says I hate my father and I play field hockey. You think I'm overreacting, babe?
Why would I think you would overreact?
Maybe you're right, babe.
I love you.
I love you too.
No.
Dad, I want to have a bar mitzvah. And I'll get a Hebrew name. I'm going to go with either Shlomo or Shmuel.
We're doing a bang-up job over here.
Listen up. I'm going to need...
All right,
None of this is funny.
Can't play any more of that.
Yeah, like,
no,
it's
I
really
will have
bad.
to
Like the
stop
black
that.
kid wants to get a bar mitzvah. Like,
There's a minute and a half left in that, and that.
it's like, is this kid gonna turn into the black Jew with the hoodie? Like,
yeah, exactly. He's gonna rob liquor stores.
Yeah, Blackish? Like, are you kidding me?
Crank, how'd that do for you? Was that good?
Totally breaking down the fourth wall, but when you guys play audio clips, I can't hear them. So.
Right. That's what we're dealing with here.
I was just hoping that you guys wouldn't acknowledge me for that little bit right there, and that I wouldn't have to just ruin the listening experience for everyone.
Oh
but you forced my hand.
Basically, it's a terrible TV show, and there's just blatant racism in there. I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So, all right. I'll sum it up since our.
I have no further comment.
All right, they're a rich family, and Anthony Anderson is the lead. He's questioning, I guess, his Blackish being in this nice white neighborhood. His son goes to school. He calls himself Andy instead of Andre. Blah blah blah. Morpheus is the grandfather.
Yes,
and he's not happy with his white acting grandchild, I guess. You're doing a bang-up job, he said when he said he wanted to be called Shlomo for his... Yeah. How racist is that to Jews? I'm deciding between Shlomo and what did he say? Something
else. Like that's like racist against Jews. Like,
see, but this is my thing. I want this. I want more of this, but it should just be allowed across the board. You know, anyone should be able to have this type of comedy. That it could be funny. You know, I don't know. I haven't watched any of the show. It could be hilarious, especially if they get away with all that racial humor. That's great.
You might be right, but that's on ABC. Like, that's...
Yeah, I guess.
Is that ABC Family? Like, it could be.
On the coming attraction, there's the mythical black family. Like, that's...
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy. That's fun. I mean, like, that's a funny joke, but that's pretty, in our society, deemed unacceptable to say.
It's true.
I mean, I don't know.
I think it's funny, his son... wants to play field hockey. He's, you gotta get that point guard spot, like typical, like, black kid's gotta play basketball. Like, and he's like, I'm gonna play field hockey. He's like, what? I think was he called Andy's Andre? Yeah, like they're saying, yeah, it's just like the tip. It's a black. I don't know. I guess they go over like his backstory, maybe to see how he got successful, and they'll see like I don't know how like rich culture is really just for white people. Could be like that.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't care. This doesn't offend me, this show, at all. The only thing that offends me is if, let's say, another person was to make these jokes, then they're racist. You know, I don't know. If it's just,
I think it was more like the show title that offended me, and then the fact that like I don't know.
Why did it offend you though?
I don't know. It's like you're going to call the show Blackish. Like, come on.
No, we can't have the knee jerk. I'm offended reaction.
I don't know. I wasn't offended. I was like kind of like taken back. It's like, is this where TV's going?
Okay,
like you're gonna get attention. Like, he's like got attention. Like, I saw, like, it's called Blackish. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, like TV shows are going down that route that, like, you need to have something outrageous like this for people to watch your show. Just put out a good show that's enjoyable and that's, like, either funny, full of action, good drama. Like, the amount of terrible TV shows that are out, like, there's, like, I don't know. Can you go on, like, one network and name like, 5 shows that are good in a row? Like, maybe, like, Fox on Tuesdays, like, with... like New Girl and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Like, I mean, that's
Simpsons,
2 shows.
Yeah.
On Fox.
Yeah,
no, but I'm talking...
on one night?
Yeah. I don't know. It's
if you have 5 episodes in one night, you're killing, I guess.
I guess
much watch TV. It's 2.5 hours.
I don't know. It's just a shame. I don't know. It's weird. It's different. I don't know.
What's that?
I hope they come out with the show and it's called Cuntish, and it's about a fucking wife who doesn't like do the guy's laundry or make him food at all, and they just show what it's like to live with a kind of a cuntish wife, and the guy like will fucking it'll display like real life, like the guy will have to beat her and stuff. That would be a better show than Blackish. Like, Blackish is fucking racist, but Cuntish is real life.
The only thing that's going to be Blackish in that house is her eye.
And then they could have, like, they should just spin this off into every fucking thing. Just Chinkish. It's like a door that kind of makes, like, a fucking chingy sound when you open it and close it. That'll be a fucking thrilling show.
Yeah.
I'm put off by the show completely. I'm not going to watch it. I actually saw my parents watching it, and I said, are you fucking really watching Blackish right now? This looks like maybe the worst show ever made. It's just so fucking... It's such a stupid premise and concept. I'm not yearning to watch the show at all. It looks awful.
What a monologue.
Yeah, holy shit, that soundbite needs to be played on NBC, like their rival network. Yeah. Here's a local review of Blackish.
I like the idea of Cuntish, though. You should definitely try to submit that somewhere.
Yeah, try to give that to MTV, Crank.
Yeah, fucking pull the clip. Let's get it out there on the fucking internet, baby.
Sound clip, fuck yeah. But also, speaking of shows that were great, we saw a commercial today, and it was for Survivor, which, couple of things. One, that show's still on TV, which is fucking insane. Because I was telling
Survivor.
I was telling Butler, I remember being a child watching season 1 with Rudy and Richard, that big English guy who liked to just be naked for some reason on the island, and the guy fell in the fire and everything. And there's just so many great memories.
I remember we were talking about this, and I clearly remember the guy falling into this fire and screaming like a woman, like, and going into this lake, and like they had to get a helicopter. I was like, holy shit, Survivor is intense.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my god, people could die out there.
Oh my god.
And it's just reality TV, and then it just over the years, like it kept going, and then it kept going, and then it kept going, and then it's 2014, and it's like Survivor's still around. Like, how the hell did they pull that off?
What, is it the Energizer Bunny or something?
I guess you can really say that show is a survivor.
The show has one survivor.
We got us with that one. Yeah. But no, the funny part is with that guy in season 1, when he did fall into the fire, it's a hack bit, but the guy who was like running the thing was probably like, "Dude, are you okay? Keep rolling." In the back, 100% Survivor to get a guy engulfed in flames or whatever for that short second.
Yeah, he like really burnt his hand like really bad.
Yeah,
like, his skin was like
skin was
yeah,
all off.
oh
Yeah,
yeah, it was like
it
really
fucking
bad.
gross. Yeah, what a fucking
Imagine
idiot.
if they combined Blackish and Survivor.
Oh,
so
no.
basically, it was about black people like in the 1920s or something, and they had to survive lynchings and stuff like that.
Oh my God.
Blackish Survivor. The only one who will be alive at the end will be awarded $1 million. That would be a fucking show I would watch.
That'd be just volumes of hate crimes recorded on film. That'd be like a snuff film. You just made a snuff film idea.
I mean, it's not going to be real. It'll be fucking assisted reality like all the other shows out there. They'll be like, all right, today Tyrone, he's going to get lynched. But it's not actually going to happen. It's just for the viewers. They'll pass it off as that.
It's going to be
But
implied.
no reality shows are real anymore.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because BoJack Horseman does that with the fake reality.
Yes,
And
yes.
it's like, hey, just act yourself. And he's like, all right, well, I want to... Hey, can you speak up a little bit? Yeah, but...
It's too funny.
Yeah, it's fucking real funny. We also had a story of a guy who rubs Subway restaurants.
Yeah, so there's this guy in Alabama, right? Is it Alabama?
Yeah, I believe it's
There's a guy in Alabama who, I guess he likes Subway a lot, and he's a little on the heavy side, and he wanted to lose some weight. So he put his faith into Subway. He's like, oh, if I just eat Subway, I'll lose all this weight. Turns out that didn't really happen because Subway's not really healthy unless you get just lettuce on your sandwich. But he gets pretty angry, wants his money back, and he just robs a bunch of Subways to get his money back.
It's funny too. I can't find the video that I was looking up, but the police chief they were interviewing. Look this up when you get a chance. Type in Subway robber. Oh, the video's on WorldStar. Actually, I'll get that up in a second. But the police chief, he was getting interviewed, and he goes, "I guess he might be up to something. Like if he's robbing 4 different Subways, he's genuinely mad.
There has to be a motive."
Yeah.
And they found out that he was just upset because he didn't lose any weight.
Yeah.
They said the guy's like definitely over like 200 pounds. Like.
Yeah, and he's just 18 years old robbing 4 Subways. But his life's pretty.
What did he say when he went in? Was he like, "Put the bread in the bag. Put the bread in the bag."
No,
I'd
there's
also
like
like lettuce. I'd also like lettuce, tomatoes, cucumbers, and a little bit of mayo on that, if that's possible. Like putting in his order when he walked in, because they let you pick whatever you want.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, guys. I thought that was a good one.
No, what happened was I like lost focus for a split second because I was pulling up the video, and then you just finished as I was trying to just pan back in. It wasn't as...
Oh, no, it's cool. I mean, I thought it was a good joke, but I got a big 0 from that. I guess that really put me back in place. I should totally just fucking hang up the phone and stab myself right in the dick. Fuck, man. Fucking tough crowd out there.
Oh, my God. This crowd's as dead as those mannequins were in that guy's front.
Yeah, exactly.
Just keep bringing back the joke. Did you hear that, Crank, of the... Actually, you clearly didn't hear it because you weren't here. There was a guy who put... We have 2 halves of the show where we're just repeating the first half, but we're just... Fuck it. You know, we do what we want to do. This guy had a family... What?
I said, it's your fucking show. Fuck the listeners. We do what we want here.
fuck the listeners.
Pricks.
Going on your joke. But anyway, this guy lynched a family of mannequins in his front yard. This guy had a family of mannequins lynched in his front yard. And he claims it's from the movie Sinister, but they were black mannequins. And there's a dad hanging, a mom hanging, and then I guess a sister who's like tied to a tree and mannequins. But the dad who's hanging is being held up by a very small mannequin as if hey, like, don't suffocate anymore. I'll push you up so you won't be hanging from this noose.
Yeah.
And it's in this guy's front yard.
And the guy goes, I had no intention to make it look like a lynching. Like, I was like, are you kidding me? It's like this Asian guy from Alabama. Like, are you kidding me, dude?
Oh
like,
my God.
You hung a bunch of black mannequins from your tree. Like, how could you not say that you're not depicting a lynching? Like,
yeah.
I don't know, man.
When he's getting the nooses and the bodies up, he's like, yeah, there's definitely gonna be, everyone's gonna love this.
Yeah, he's like, oh, the kids are gonna love it. They're gonna be really scared. Like,
yeah. I want to be the house that everyone has to see.
Yeah, I got the best candy.
I think that the black mannequins are just cheaper than buying white mannequins. That's why he bought those. He wasn't trying to be racist. He's just like, I thought I could get the black mannequin. They're cheaper. Fucking. I don't think he's a racist. It sounds like a nice guy. I'd like to hang out with him.
He works at the Shitty Walk on the weekend.
Shitty Walk.
All right, let's play a little bit of this news clip from the Subway robber. It was a little bit loud last time, so let's see.
Have been known to have all sorts of reactions to failed diets.
Crank can't hear none of this, so we'll have to give him some info as soon as we finish the clip.
From resignation to resilience. But what about revenge?
Well, that is the allegation in our next story. It's about a guy who apparently he got his hopes up after seeing these famous commercials featuring Jared. You remember these? Who claimed he lost all of that weight after eating Subway sandwiches. So what did the disgruntled dieter allegedly do next? Sarah is here with more.
Well, this is a mystery solved for me. You know those legal disclaimers on so many commercials we see? I always wondered who those were really for, and I found him. Hangry and not getting the results he hoped for, this guy was determined to get a full refund.
She just said hangry.
What is the news? So like they do whatever they can to attract like the simple people
Oh,
in America.
of course, yeah.
It's like, I say that too. It's like, oh no.
Or whatever her name is, fucking this bitch should be like, I love when she comes on because she says those funny fusion words.
Yeah.
Police say this is one teen's revenge over a failed diet. 4 robberies in 4 days, all of them Subway restaurants in Alabama.
He's just at gunpoint robbing these
Yeah,
Subways.
he just flashes a gun and is getting behind the counter. Is like, wait, is this guy robbing a Subway? Like, who robs a Subway? Who robs a Subway? Like,
oh shit! All right, here we go.
Watch as this man, according to police, 18-year-old Zachary Torrance, pulls a gun on an unsuspecting Subway employee. So what's his beef?
He stated to...
What's his beef?
you son of a bitch.
Did it, that chick did it again.
The detective that he had attempted the Jared diet and it had not worked for him and he felt like he should get his money back.
Here is Jared Fogle.
Yep, that's Jared, Subway superstar. He lost 245 pounds in 1 year after eating a steady diet of Subway sandwiches. Police say when the focus...
They're going from old commercials to current robbery clips. Really,
it's pretty funny.
It's pretty funny how they added this together.
on footlongs didn't pay off for Torrance. He targeted sandwich artists across the Birmingham area. The victims say this quickly got in.
Pause that. This guy, this chubby motherfucker is just walking down the street, just pistol in hand. Yeah, pants falling down, pistol in hand, just getting caught by security cameras, just walking around the city with a gun. Like, what are you doing?
Over
200
what are you doing?
pounds.
My first reaction to that, too, is that, you know, that's a crazy thing to say, but, you know, there has to be some... I mean, all he did was rob Subways.
See what I'm saying with the guy? He goes, there has to be something to it. All he did was rob Subways.
Yeah.
He kind of has this robber's bag.
Behind bars this morning on $250,000 bond, the alleged jilted dieter may have...
And he just looks like a psychopath.
Oh,
And-
he's like a psychopath.
mugshot with these dreadlocks going down. His eyes are really wide open, and he's just staring into the camera with kind of clenched teeth.
missed this part of the
Did
commercial.
they still ask him if he wanted the chips and drink with that?
Yeah.
And they didn't give him any napkins.
Just dollar bills.
Lifestyle, including lots of walking.
Nabbed after this image was shown on the Hueytown Police Facebook page, viewed by 150,000 people in 24 hours, including a customer at the local Walmart. The giveaway? Apparently these orange shoes seen in the surveillance footage.
Amateur mistake. Orange shoes? You don't show up in that. But also, I want to clarify.
This from the woman in the orange shirt?
Exactly, but I'm not robbing anything.
No, it's hunting season.
And this guy quickly got at her for the top she's wearing.
Called her out.
Yeah, it's great.
No, but Dan asked again to clarify what hangry means.
Yeah.
That means when you're hungry and angry. We've all been there.
Too often.
She's very mad that he asked her to clear up what hangry meant. She has almost tears in her
Yeah,
eyes.
she's like, I can't believe you're doing this to me on live television.
All right, bear with us. 20 seconds left.
Dan's always there. He just does not want to admit.
Dude, please look up this video. This woman is about to cry now.
Yeah, she really is.
And it's awkward. Look at this woman right here. The other co-anchor is like, oh shit.
She's like, well, she's just like, why does he always do this?
Yeah. All right, so keep playing.
I want to go on whatever diet you're on because you look fantastic.
Are you trying to make up to me now? It's working. Forgiven.
Wedding's coming up, and we're all excited about it. That's all I wanted to say.
Her wedding's coming up, and we're all excited about it. So better make fun of her on live television until she cries.
She fucking stinks, that woman, though.
Oh yeah, she said you don't say hangry on live television. You don't say hangry on live television. I'm sorry.
Man.
You don't do that.
But yeah, for Crank, this guy was robbing Subways. He robbed 4 Subways gunpoint, and now they commented on this, and this woman got very offended that the man asked her to explain her fusion word hangry and to explain her hideous top that she was wearing. And she literally looks like she's almost going to cry.
It was funny too because the robber was wearing orange sneakers, and she made fun of him for that, and then the anchor immediately goes, "Well, you have an orange top." So like he had the robber's back, and it's had fun, could found every way possible to make fun of this chick, and I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah.
Did he go in and order the Subway Club to death? Is that what he was trying to go in there for?
The what?
The Subway Club.
The Subway Club to death? Is that what he was going for?
Signature sandwich.
Or was it the Italian fucking bomb machine gun and tomahawk, the Italian BMT? Is that what he was going for?
I don't know, but I heard that he robbed the store with a 1-foot gun and only made out with $5.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just pieced together that shit show in my head.
That's fucking enough for one fucking 6-inch sandwich. The fucking prices at Subway are ridiculous, man.
I mean, listen, I don't eat Subway because Subway's fucking whack to me because I'd
Yeah.
rather just actually go to a legitimate, I guess, deli if I'm going to eat deli food. Yeah, I don't... Subway's not, like, real
Subway
food to me.
Deadass in the 5 years ago was real good.
Yeah.
I was so down with Subway
Subway-
like 5 to 10 years ago. Like, yeah.
You love the history of
Yeah,
Subway.
no, because dude, middle school, like I was always going to Subway with my boys. Like we take the bikes up to town and go to Subway. Like that's what we did. And like I love Subway, and then it's just progressively gotten worse over the years. And I just don't eat it anymore.
Subway does have the best Chipotle fucking mayo, though. That's a fact.
Yeah, that is actually
Really,
pretty good.
really good.
I always get
I wish they would
Chipotle
sell
ranch
it.
sauce when I go to Moe's when I get my nachos because those are sick.
Those are pretty good.
Yeah, we're not talking about that right now, though, you fucking asshole.
Sorry, Craig.
Fair enough, fair enough.
We're talking about Subway, man. This is a dedicated show to Subway. I think we should switch the name to Subway. We watch, we listen, we eat. And we'll just talk about Subway. Maybe that could be like a splinter show. You know, devoted 10 hours a day to Subway.
Every day, 10 hours a day, and then the
Every
jam
day,
comes on.
10 hours a day. Commercials for Subway for 9 hours and 57 minutes, though.
Yeah, we only need 30 minutes of material, and that's just commercials.
Yeah, it's just straight Subway pushing product down your throat. So I think I'm going to set that up. I'm going to call Subway after this and get my connections in Subway to give us the show.
Well, we probably won't get the gig. But thanks for
Dude,
trying.
we just promoted the shit out of Subway right there. We gave them so many sales, man. We got like 3, 5, 6 listeners listening right now. The first thing they're going to do after the show is run over to Subway with a fucking gun because they just found out how simple it is to rob it. Like, we just literally are causing crime because everyone just got this brilliant idea to rob Subway, get $5 and a nice, like, chopped salad.
Yeah. And it comes with an apple. and the
Always.
theft comes with
Listen,
an apple.
Milk and apple slices. Always involved.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
have you ever had the pizza at Subway?
No way, dude.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Oh, it's so bad.
Go ahead,
It's
yeah, dude.
literally.
You actually ate it? You ate it?
Yeah, I got it one time, dude. It's literally, it tastes like they threw fucking cheese on a hard piece of plastic. Like, it comes out all hard and disgusting, and it just tastes like it was sitting in a freezer for 2 years. Like, it's like aged pizza, perfectly aged, barrel aged, like whiskey.
It's
perfectly like
aged
disgusting.
The internship I had 2 summers ago in New York City, I remember every time I walk, I had to hit the Subway at the corner and then make a left on 22nd Ave. And then, like, there's the Indian people, like, wearing those things, like, it's like the cartons, like, with advertisements on their body, and then they had the flyers to give out, and all they would do, like, they would talk about, like, their, the subs and stuff. They talk about $5 footlongs, but the flyers that they give out, all about their pizza. Like, come eat Subway pizza. Subway pizza is the best. Like, Why
so
the hell would
bad,
I go
dude.
to Subway for pizza when I can go right down the block and have like the best pizza like in the world? Like I don't know.
In New York City, Subway pizza is just not.
Yeah, like, how dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you try to disrespect New York City pizza by advertising Subway pizza? Like I do not. I couldn't agree with that.
Yeah.
You might like Subway pizza if you were in a fire and your tongue got burned off. Then you might like Subway pizza. But other than that, it's basically just the biggest piece of shit round that's fucking made into a round type thing. That was a good description. But I just say it sounds so appetizing, like a round like shit thing. That's awful. So it's bad. And I also saw this a while back, that they are foot long, and air quotes, subs are only 11 inches long, which is outrageous. How am I supposed to get it's supposed to be a foot long sub? Like, that's what they're claiming it is, and they're selling an 11-inch fucking sub. That's like when you're trying to fuck a chick, and you're like, yeah, my dick's 4 inches, and then it turns out to be 3.5. Like,
And then she's all pissed off that you lied and you just don't even get it in. Like,
yeah. But you've already put roofie in her drink, so she's already knocked out at
You
that
Rick
point,
Ross.
so she doesn't have much to say.
She
Wait,
didn't
that's not a
even
regular
know
thing
it.
for you guys?
What'd you say?
You guys, that doesn't happen to you that often?
What, me getting roofied or me not impressing a woman?
Not impressing women.
Yeah, I mean, that goes without saying.
Constantly. They're more offended.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you want the offended department, I got you down. If there was like a thing where you had to offend women as much as possible to get pussy, I'd be like the fucking wingman and a half.
I'd be Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, it'd be sick. Be
I would
rolling
be
in
the
pussy.
fucking, I would be the coolest guy on campus if the way to get fucking pussy was to just be fucking depressed and hate yourself. I would be rolling in pussy if girls loved someone who was really insecure. Like, they would just be fucking swabbing my knob nonstop. If you know, I could walk up to them and be like, yeah, I'm not fucking very sure of myself. I'm very low confidence. Like, I don't think you would want to fuck me like that. If that intrigued them, dude, I'd be rolling in snatch.
Craig would be eating so much pussy, he'd be shitting pussy to take his own joke and say it to him.
I would fucking... The only way I could get more pussy like that is if I actually fucking committed suicide, because apparently if you commit suicide, there's 27 virgins waiting for you. So that's
I thought it was
that's the only
74
way
or
I could get
something.
more
No,
pussy.
that's how Islam convinced people to kill themselves.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, dude, kill
Yeah.
yourself and you get laid. It's like, what?
I know. I mean, it is brilliant, like that fucking the Muslim religion says that, because who the fuck else would blow themselves up?
Dude, no, it
And
makes
like
perfect
they were
sense.
gonna
What do you
get
mean?
pussy.
Why wouldn't you? If you blow your load, then you can blow your load.
Yeah.
That should be like a fucking billboard in Istanbul.
Yeah, blow your
Blow your load here and blow your load there, and it's just heaven on the right. And fucking...
Sponsored by Islam.
Put that poster out, dude. Let's contact ISIS today and be like, we got this fucking great we got this great marketing slogan for you. That'd be fucking sick. Like, ISIS needs fucking advertising too. Like,
ISIS. Fun fact: ISIS is the only organization that sponsors the Jam. Imagine
That'd
that'd
be
be
insane.
Yeah.
They get a tweet from ISIS, yo, she was sick tonight. Like, what?
Quick commercial break. They're advertising dull knives again.
a live read for ISIS, like fucking
a live read from ISIS.
Are you worried
Just being
about
forced to
where you
read
are
the
in life?
sheet with the fucking video camera in front of you? Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, we could get that fucking guy with a nice London accent, like, all you Americans, you're gonna fucking bar. You're gonna come over here, you're gonna bomb all shelters, we're gonna fucking cut your head off, mate. And fucking, we need that guy as the official spokesman of the Jam. Like, come into him every day saying some fucking anti-America, anti-Western stuff. That'd really set the mood, guys.
Yeah, it would definitely be received well. Every time you see
Yeah,
a woman
dude,
driving, we just get really angry.
Dude, I just saw this 60 Minutes episode, and a girl was interviewing, like, ISIS supporters in London. And, like, it's insane that those people are allowed to fucking walk around. Like, this dude was on fucking 60 Minutes, a huge news show, saying basically, like, Why isn't everyone in the world under Sharia law? Like, I want it to be that if you're a thief, you get your hand chopped off. If you're an adulterer, you get killed. Like, he's saying that on national TV. Like, how do they not just kill all those fucking people? It's absurd that they're allowed to fucking talk like that and kill people. Like, their belief is that they can kill people. Like, they think that, and we just let it go because we're so PC, and we're like, oh, freedom of speech, even if it's talking about murder. But if you dress up in blackface like Ray Rice, you get fired from your job. But under the guise of religion...
Did you recently get let go from your position?
You're allowed to say that you want people to be killed. It's absurd. I don't understand how that's allowed. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, America has its priorities so fucking backwards where on the news you're talking about, like, oh, look at this Ebola costume. Look how untasteful it is. Oh, my God, 7 people in the fucking world have died from Ebola, and it's an outrage, but this guy is saying that he wants all people's heads to be cut off and bullshit, and he's allowed to be on TV, and there's no outrage.
Well, to interject, Crank, hundreds of, maybe thousands of people have died from Ebola, but more importantly, a couple of Americans were infected. Let's not forget that, all right, buddy? America.
Listen, the government's going to do everything possible to keep everyone watching their TVs and in their homes rather than thinking about how fucked up the government is. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, but like no one does nothing about it. Like
no one does nothing, so someone does something, sir. Get your fucking English proper, sir.
I don't give a fuck about English, motherfucker. I was born and raised a fucking bland man, and I'm not going to change for anybody.
Okay, that's fair. But
Yeah,
listen, we're coming down to the end of the show, Crank. You should have called in earlier. You could have got more mic time, dude.
Yeah, we're running like 10 minutes over.
All right, whatever, man.
All right.
Well, that was a good show tonight. Good to speak with you guys.
Listen, be prompt and cordial next week, and we can have a lot of fun for a longer time.
Oh, wonderful. I'm very much looking forward to it. I wish you guys the best of luck in your future endeavors. And until we speak again, guys, remember, look up The Jam on Twitter at The Jam GNM. It's a pretty good Twitter account. We're talking about the show. We're talking about...
And this Twitter account is fan-made by Crankio. He runs it. Not affiliated with us, so...
Yeah, so
can't
SBI Barcelona.
One love. Yeah, fan-made.
You fucking piece of shit, fucking administrative bullshit. You can't take me down. I ain't even affiliated with this bitch. Get at me on Twitter, at The Jam GNM. We'll be answering any questions you have throughout the week, listeners, so get at us, all right?
All right, thanks for calling in, Crank.
See you later, Crank.
All right, later, man.
Peace, dude.
All right, let's end with the yak of the night. The yak of the night goes, where does one buy a girlfriend? eBay. And base spelled out B-A-E.
Man.
Silliness.
Hopefully that writer got Ebola.
Yeah.
All right, that's it for the Jam.
Yeah, shout out to JNet, shout out to Dan Campana for tuning in. He's got a show over at Catholic University of America, so I'm glad he was able to tune in tonight. Shout out to crew down at home.
All right, shout out to Tribe. Stay young. We out. Peace.